2 sons, a $1 million insurance plan, and a mother who's smarter than both of them put together. They thought they'd buried the truth, but the dead don't stay quiet. Chapter 1. Delores Harlan had buried enough men in her 67 years to know the difference between a body that belonged in the ground and one that didn't. Ray Harlan's casket was too light. The preacher from First Baptist droned on about a good man called home, but Delores barely heard him. She was staring at the burnished mahogany box sitting over the open grave in the red clay cemetery outside Kilgore, listening to the wind rattle the pines and wondering why the pallbearers hadn't broken a sweat. Ray had weighed 230 the morning he left for the rig. Even with the cremation the boys insisted on, "It's cleaner, Mama, and Daddy always said he didn't want to take up space. There should have been more heft. Bone is heavy. Bone is honest." Her oldest son, Travis, stood to her left in a black Stetson and mirrored sunglasses he had no business wearing to his own daddy's funeral. Beside him, his wife Kaylee kept dabbing dry eyes with a lace handkerchief that probably cost more than Dolores's Sunday dress. On her right stood her younger boy, Cody, shifting from boot to boot like he needed the bathroom. Cody's girlfriend, Bread, clung to his arm and stared at the casket the way people stare at lottery tickets, half hope, half greed. Delores kept her hands folded over the small leather Bible Ray had carried in his lunch pail for 39 years. Inside the Bible, tucked between Psalms and Proverbs, was the last thing her husband had handed her the morning he died.
A flash drive on a University of Texas lanyard. "Hide this, Dee," Ray had whispered, pressing it into her palm while Travis and Cody were still asleep in the guest rooms. "If anything happens to me on the rig today, you mail it to the address I wrote on the envelope in my top drawer. Don't ask questions, just do it." Then he'd kissed her like he was leaving for war instead of the 12-hour tower he'd worked since 1982. 12 hours later, the rig blew. They said it was a gas pocket. They said no remains. They said cremation was the only decent option. Delores had nodded like a good widow. She had signed where they told her to sign. She had let her sons handle everything because that's what East Texas women do when their men die. But Ray's casket was too light, and the flash drive was burning a hole in her housecoat pocket. That night, the house felt bigger than its 1,200 square feet. Every creak sounded like Ray walking the hall in his Red Wing boots. Delores sat at the kitchen table under the humming fluorescent light and stared at the silver flash drive. She didn't own a computer. Ray had, back when he kept the books for the lease hunting club, but the boys took it to get the files off it for safekeeping. They'd taken his guns, too, so nobody gets hurt while you're grieving, Mama. She finally drove to Walmart in Longview at 10:30, bought the cheapest laptop on the shelf, and sat in the parking lot under the sodium lights like a teenager sneaking cigarettes. One folder on the drive, named Insurance. Inside were 37 video files, all dated the last 6 months, and a PDF titled Read Me First, RH. She clicked the PDF. "D, if you're reading this, I'm already gone, and the boys did it. They've been bleeding the bank accounts dry for 2 years. I found out last month they took out 3 million key man policies on me and another million on you. Beneficiaries, Travis and Cody Harlan. The videos are from the game cameras I hid around the ranch. They think I'm too old to work a trail cam? They're wrong. Whatever they tell you about my death, it ain't accident. You do whatever you have to do to stay alive. I love you bigger than Texas. Ray." Dolores's hands shook so hard she had to restart the first video 3 times. It was time-stamped 3 weeks ago, 11:47 p.m., night vision green. The camera was pointed at the equipment barn. Travis and Cody walked into frame carrying red plastic gas cans. Travis's voice, clear as a bell. "We do it on the rig, nobody'll ever exhume nothing. Fire cleans everything."
Cody laughed the way he did when he was drunk. $3 million each, bro. We'll pay off the back taxes on the ranch, buy Mama that condo in Branson she don't want, and still have enough to never work another day. Travis again. Mama's policy kicks in the minute she's declared incompetent. Kaylee already talked to the right doctor. One little fall down the porch steps. The video cut off when a coyote spooked the camera. Delores sat in that Walmart parking lot until the sky turned the color of a fresh bruise. Then she drove home, put the laptop in the lining of her cedar chest under the wedding dress and the baby clothes, and started making coffee strong enough to float a horseshoe. She had work to do. East Texas rule number 1, never let 'em see you bleed. The next morning she baked 7 chess pies and carried them to the firehouse, the sheriff's office, and every widow on Farm Road 1250. She wore her mourning dress and let the ladies hug her neck and tell her how sorry they were. She cried exactly enough, not one tear too many. By supper time, the whole county knew Delores Harlan was holding up just remarkable. Only 3 people knew she had started sleeping with Ray's old .38 under her pillow and a GoPro duct taped to the underside of the kitchen table. The boys came the following Sunday after church, smelling of starch and ambition. "Mama," Travis started, "we hate doing this so soon, but the mineral rights on the ranch are fixing to expire if we don't drill. We need your signature to extend the lease." He slid the papers across the table. Delores poured sweet tea like nothing was wrong. "Y'all know I don't sign nothing without reading it twice and praying on it 3 times. Cody laughed. "Mama, it's just routine." She picked up the pen anyway, turned to the last page, and signed Delores J. Harlan in the flowing school teacher cursive Ray used to tease her about. Then she slid the papers back and smiled the smile that had tamed 2 rowdy boys and 1 roughneck for 45 years. Travis looked like Christmas came early. They never noticed she had signed on the line marked Witness instead of Grantor. That night, she moved the game cameras herself. 1 in the hayloft, aimed at the front door. 1 in the tack room, aimed at the safe. 1 zip-tied high in the live oak that shaded the back porch. She left Ray's old iPhone, still on his plan, still charged, hidden in the flour tin with the ringer off and voice memos running. Then she waited. They came on a Thursday when the heat shimmered off the tin roof like a mirage. Kaylee drove. She always drove when the boys had been drinking. They came in laughing, carrying a casserole nobody asked for, and a bottle of Chardonnay that cost more than Delores made in a week sewing alterations. "We brought dinner, Mama," Kaylee sang. "You shouldn't have to cook while you're grieving." Delores let them hug her. She even let Kaylee kiss her cheek with those sticky glossed lips. She ate 1 bite of the casserole, complimented the rosemary, and excused herself to the bathroom. In the mirror, she rinsed her mouth 6 times and spat the bite into a Ziploc bag she'd hidden in the towel drawer. Later, the lab in Tyler would find enough lorazepam to knock out a longhorn steer. Friday morning, she called the house phone from the landline at the bait shop and left herself a message. "Mrs. Harlan, this is Dr. Patel's office. We need you to come in Monday. Your blood work showed some concerning levels." She played it on speaker while Travis poured her coffee. By Sunday night, they were tripping over themselves to be helpful. Monday morning, she baked another chess pie, this one laced with ipecac she ordered off the internet using Cody's Amazon account, and left it cooling on the counter with a note. "Help yourselves, loves. Doctor says I need to fast." She was drinking coffee at the Dairy Queen when Kaylee's white Tahoe went flying past, with all 4 hazards blinking. The endgame came faster than even Delores expected. Tuesday, the boys showed up with Sheriff Donnie Ray, who just happened to be married to Travis's second cousin, and a court order for emergency guardianship.
Seems two doctors neither Delores nor Ray had ever met signed affidavits saying Mrs. Harlan was confused, paranoid, and a danger to herself. Donnie Ray had the decency to look ashamed, but decency don't stop paperwork. They were fixin' to move her to Shady Pines in Longview by sundown. Delores let them walk her to the police car in handcuffs soft as velvet. She even cried a little. Real tears this time. Because the GoPro under the table had been live streaming to a private YouTube channel for 72 straight hours, and half the county was watching. The arrest warrants came down before the ambulance reached the city limits. Travis tried to run. Cody locked himself in the bathroom and swallowed a bottle of Kaylee Xanax. Kaylee lawyered up before they even read her rights. But the videos don't lie. 37 clips of two sons planning their daddy's murder for mineral rights and life insurance. One clip of Kaylee researching Lorazam overdose symptoms on the kitchen computer. One clip of Travis buying a burner phone at the Pilot truck stop in Marshall, the same phone used to remote detonate the charge on Rig 18. The flash drive Ray died protecting became State's Exhibit A. The trial lasted 9 days. The jury took 2 hours. Guilty on all counts: capital murder, conspiracy, insurance fraud, attempted murder of Delores Jean Harlan. The judge gave them death. The appeal will take years. East Texas don't hurry justice when it's this ugly. Delores still lives in the same ranch house. She painted it butter yellow last spring. The barn still smells like diesel and hay, but now there's a bronze plaque by the door. In memory of Ray Harlan, 1949-2023. He saw it coming. He made sure the truth outlived him. Every Sunday, she drives her 1988 Chevy pickup to the cemetery, sets a mason jar of sunflowers on Ray's grave, and talks to him out loud. Folks used to stare. Now they just wave. Some afternoons, you'll find her on the porch swing with a glass of sweet tea and a shotgun across her lap, rocking slow, watching the dust devils dance down the dirt road. She's waiting on nobody. She already won. The mineral rights? She donated them to the local high school agriculture program, told them to teach kids how to work the land honest. The insurance money? Every blood-stained dime went to start the Ray Harlan Foundation for families fighting greedy heirs. And if you ask Delores Harlan today whether she has any regrets about sending her own flesh and blood to death row, she'll look you dead in the eye and say, "Honey, those boys stopped being my sons the day they decided their daddy's life was worth less than a new bass boat and a piece of paper." Family ain't what you're born to. It's what you're willing to die for, and what you refuse to kill for. Then she'll offer you a slice of chess pie. You'll take it, because nobody says no to Delores Harlan anymore. And the pie is just pie. She checked.